Welcome back to VBAR 101. I'm Frederick Mellin, aka Mr. Mel. So now we are getting version 5.0. I'm gonna go through the hardware first. For those that have the silver sensor, it's not possible to upgrade to version 5. The hardware isn't enough, simply. For those that has a black VBAR, plastic VBAR regular or mini, it's possible to upgrade. And then we have the new blue line, both mini and the regular is coming. It's will come preloaded with an Express. It's a limited version of 5, so they can keep the price down. Then you can upgrade that to the Pro version as well. The new Blue Line Mini V-Bar has a new sensor technology. Its technology go forward. There is new sensors out there. To make a cheaper V-bar, they chosen to go with that sensor. In terms of performance, even if the spec on that sensor is less than in the black one, the bandwidth V-bar is using covers it. So there is no flight performance difference between the two. So I've done back-to-back testing on several helicopters, and there is no change in flight performance between the two. So either way, you will be good to go, and the software is the same, and the control loop is the same. So one of the questions that I got quite often is the governor, and there will be a governor for the full-size V-bar later this year, when I don't know. It will be able to run on electrics, meaning you will be able to control your ESC using the governor. I tried it just briefly, bench testing, and I ran a phase, actually a Hyperion phase reader for the loggers on the motor, and got an RPM reading. So it should be able to run on electrics as well. There will be some speed controllers that it will work with and some that it won't. Which one, I don't know yet. The Mini V-Bar, the blue line, is now okay to run up to 90 size electrics. For scale ship and nitros, you should wait for a full size blue line or get the old black full size. But for electrics, it's okay up to 90 size. How to do an actual upgrade? There is a video already on both Mikado's and V-Stabi site where they point out how to do the actual upgrade, so I don't gonna cover that. But I'm gonna show you the program, the Pro software program, and go through a few of the differences between version 4 and version 5. So here we have the new version 5.0 Pro software. First of all, main rotor, we have three different styles, and version 5 has a new control loop. What you get is it feels much more connected. It's not lower latency or something like that. It's a different control loop, making it feel more connected. They haven't cut away much time or anything. It just, the whole control loop works in a different way, and it really feels connected. You can switch between precise, which is the most connected, most robot feel, or vivid, which is more paddle feel, a more floaty feel. And which one is best for you, I don't know, that you have to try yourself. I will say that I had to change blades for when going to version 5. I used very responsive blades before to get the response of version 4 up. With version 5, I went back to more fiberless blades, softer blades in terms of response, because it got too exact. I didn't like it. So it's something you have to try. You will notice the sliders has changed its range, and also the gyro gain for the main rotor is more sensitive in a way that you should get it right for your helicopter. With version 4, you could put it a little here and there. It didn't do that much of a bad thing if you got it wrong, but version 5, since it's more distinct, it will. So for 90 size, I run the setting TDR around 70-75. It depends on the geometry of your helicopter and dampers and stuff, but around there, and for the logos around 90. So there is different between version 4 and version 5 in that sense. Under export, most of the parameters are gone. You will have Expo. It's about the same type as Expo as in the radio. You can zero this out and run in the radio instead. Also note that the optimizer, when disabled, you will be able to edit now, so you can go back, or if you set up 2 helicopters, you can make sure it stays the same. Gyro gain on the tail rotor, you probably have to run a bit lower. The expert settings are a bit stiffer than before by default, so you might need to lower a bit compared to what you ran before. When you're upgrading from version 4 to version 5, it's very important that you reset the cyclic and tail rotor, and also you should change the cyclic ring. It's described on the Stabi site, but if you don't reset this too, you will fly something in between with a version 4 parameter set on a version 5 control loop, and it will fly bad, pure and simple. Other features on version 5 that has changed are that we have, first of all, we have a spectrum analyzer that we can show real-time data vibration of the helicopter. It's not stored, it's real-time, so you either have to have a Bluetooth module or you have to have the helicopter hooked up via USB. I'm gonna do an episode later on how to see vibrations on your helicopter and how to fix it. Under the info menu, if you have a unit connected, I'm in simulator mode, so I don't have it. You have an event log. It's not a recorded log of your flight. It's an event log. It will show you errors or anything going out of whack during the flight. It's very good to have, and it will tell you stuff that happens, like if the satellite fails or something else. If you have vibrations, it's a rolling log, so it will delete itself automatically, the oldest log. So it's saved, and you can check it from time to time. You also have here a vibration indication. It's a small version of the spectrum analyzer, but it will show you the peak during flight. It will clear out when you reset the V-bar, so you need to check this before you turn off the power. The whole setup is different. It's a wizard. I'm gonna go through this in another episode. We're gonna look at how to go it from scratch. But if you're upgrading from version 4 to version 5, the only thing that you need to change is really the cyclic ring. That should be a bit higher than on version 4. You should move the swash and make sure you get full throw without binding. That's the key thing at zero pitch. Well, that's it for this episode. I'm gonna be back with more stuff as covering the whole version 5 and what's new and how to use that.